We'll get started for real. I think this is like episode 7 or 6.
It's been a while.
I know we don't do it often enough.
It's been a while since we've done a podcast.
Yeah. We did the car cast.
It's our least viewed videos, but it's the most fun.
It's the most appreciated.
It's the most fun to make.
Yeah. We just got back from, where we at? We're in Fort Worth, Dallas.
Yes, Fort Worth, Dallas.
Eggman topped.
Hello.
If you don't know who Eggman is, here he is.
Yeah, it's in the flesh in the
YouTube link in the description.
YouTube link? Yeah. I'm sure you all know who he is.
Yeah. But
So.
He's even wearing the shirt, bro.
Yeah,
I know,
the
dude.
shirt.
He had the mat. He's
outfitted.
Fully outfitted.
It was. I go out like I advertise myself too much because I have the egg mat too, but still so many times I had some people come up to me like, "Wait a minute, are you actually the Eggman?" I'm like, "Yes, please, thank you." It's like how did you know? It's like, "Oh, that other guy told me." Like, okay, cool.
Yeah, when I played you, I don't even remember what round that was, but Jonathan Rodriguez was like, he looked at you for like 5 seconds. It was like, oh, yeah, you're the Eggman guy.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Yeah.
That's cool. Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, exactly.
I think that was the round I was playing against Jonathan.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, because we're all next to each other. Yeah,
literally all four of us.
I was like, I remember Jonathan saying that.
Yeah. But that's what happens when you're stuck in Kansas a lot of the time. No one knows what you look like, right? So
it's funny because when we were in San Diego, we were talking to Android.
Mm-hmm.
He said the same thing too because he doesn't really advertise.
He's never shown his face on
I've
camera.
never seen his face.
He kind of talked about it. He said
he sat with us. He was hanging out with us in San Diego.
Yeah, but that's his thing.
I was gonna do. We tried to do a podcast with him, but the event took forever. I was gonna just blur his face.
Yeah, and do the vocal thing too, where
it
it's
would have
like
been amazing.
That event was.
You could probably still do that
long.
with someone who's not Android, and people would believe it. So
oh, that would be.
But
funny.
that was his kind of
Carlos
thing.
is
He
Android
enjoyed.
Yeah, I'm all of a sudden Android.
He enjoyed like not advertising himself because he liked it when people were just like shocked because he'd be like talking to us and then somebody would hear the word like Android and they'd be like, "Wait, you're Android?"
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, of course.
He's like, "Yeah," and they're like, "What?"
Yeah,
No,
but
like
it's like the weirdest thing for someone who's making videos for themselves at the same time, right?
Yeah,
like
it's super weird.
But I love you, Android. If you're watching this, shout outs to you.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah, you're the man, the Android man. So
I get like the opposite. All of these guys, they're like, "I love your videos," to like Russell, and then it's like, "Well, I make all the videos."
Yeah, you literally make all the videos and run the team.
They're in there.
Yeah.
Like,
the dude I played in the last round, his name was Daylon Mack. Shout out to him. Super cool dude. It was funny because we sit down and he's like, "Hey, dude, it's so cool." He's like, "I feel like I know you." He's like, I watch you on like, on YouTube and whatnot. And this dude's about to be in the NFL draft. Like he's getting drafted to the NFL. And I was like, I'm going to be watching you on TV.
That's
like,
yeah, but I think if I upgrade to the jerseys, I'll probably get a little bit better. It's just a cotton T-shirt can only get you so far. So.
hey, it's not bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
you should get your logo should be like Humpty Dumpty on like a wall.
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah. I don't know. This has been pretty good. Yeah, but I could see it.
That would be sick.
The comment I keep getting is like, why are you not bald? You're an egg. Like you should have
shave it.
Yeah.
Sounds about
Shine
right.
it up.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Shine it up.
Don't do that.
Wax on, wax off.
All right, I would put a wager that if I win tomorrow, I do it. But I have a wedding to get ready for. I don't want to ruin it for them.
Don't do that.
But I want to.
It's too sure a bet you're gonna win.
Yeah, dude.
With that deck,
we have like really high hopes that you're gonna win.
It's heat.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's been a long grind making it, but it's been feeling really good. So I'm happy. I'm happy it did so well.
So for those who don't know, he played Chile Wish Leader.
Yes, I did.
With super spicy stuff in there.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
It's not even spicy at this point. It's like really solid. You know, like everything in the deck is just
it's like when
so good.
When the
and
spice kind of just sets in and soaks into the meat, right? Like
it just does its thing when it wants to, while controlling, while doing its thing.
Yeah,
and then you just get into a point to where you're gonna win eventually.
Yeah, exactly. And it has an options. I feel for all the meta. Making sure you see it is the biggest thing, but I think it has a lot of potential, and I'm happy it did so well. So
do you want to talk a little bit about your matchups?
Yeah.
Well, first, what's the story behind the deck? Like, where did it come from? Like, I've seen kind of people toying with it. Yeah. But I haven't seen like a real version yet.
Yeah.
Oob happened. That's what happened.
Boo happened.
Oob. Yeah. Oob happened. Yeah.
So a combination of a couple of things. One, I got the Broly promo. I ended up buying the yellow ones, and I also ended up getting for quick aside again. So in Kansas, there's not a lot of scenes. The scene's pretty small, and we had a power booster event, and it was literally me and another guy who showed up. And so I just got 5 packs of the power booster
That's
for $20.
sick.
And so I got
a
4
win.
oobs from it, and it was kind of like this thing of, oh, I've got 4 of these oobs, and oh, I've got 4 of these brolies. Let's try to make it work together. And there's a lot of synergy that it's not really looking at the deck. It looks like it's just a pile of good stuff, but it's really good. So
Yeah, the fact that a kind wish is free.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yep.
free, and then you get something that goes into like a necessary lock that you kind of need for the deck.
yeah, and like for most Victory Strike decks, I feel like the way you win is by being really aggressive at the beginning. But if they just dump their whole hand, I kind wish it away, and then I win because of that. So they have to play like in the middle, which is really hard.
I think what makes it even better is that it's one-sided.
Yes,
Like it doesn't affect you at all,
Mm-hmm.
and it's free, and it's kind of like a +1 because you can play the 4-drop Broly, and then you can tap 2 to evolve it, and then lock in energy for the rest
and
of the game.
that's a huge play to
Yeah,
do too.
it's crazy good. It's
Because
crazy good.
the kind wish is not locked to green Brolys. It can get the yellow promo Broly, that 4-drop. So, but your field has to be empty. That's the only kind of weird part. But because sometimes I'll just swing in and combo my Whis away or something like that. But
Chilai can attack on both sides.
yes,
That
that's
makes-
also,
yeah,
that's
that's
both
super
sides.
nice.
like
She
you don't
only
have to
finds
tap
one
it.
Dragon Ball. That's the
yeah,
only
yeah.
thing.
She only finds one Dragon Ball. You can't take life. You can't like oob and then get Dragon Balls from your life.
That's
They all have
another
to be
thing
from
too.
the deck. But she can swing on both sides. She doesn't tap.
So
to
how do you get
search
Dragon
for a
Balls out of
Ball.
life?
Use her ability. That's the only way she can get Dragon
it's
Balls.
You
just
can do
searching
it, but then you
1%,
can't
okay.
take from life the
Yeah,
rest
yeah.
of that turn.
Yeah,
okay,
are from any other source too. So you can't play like Black Mass Lane. You can't.
Yeah, you can
take-
play 1-drop Broly, the BR Broly, and then and it won't take.
Oh, it
life.
doesn't trigger.
Yeah,
No, it
nothing
doesn't
does.
trigger,
So the
yeah.
only way I have to self awaken myself is Shocking Death Ball, to be honest. So, which is a pretty good way to self awaken
it's
yourself.
pretty nasty.
So.
It's another free,
Especially
it's
when
another
you
free
play a bunch
card.
of skillless.
And you're playing
Yeah.
a witch
Deck
leader,
wreck-
so you're always
card
going to have
wreck
that
skillless,
sparking
yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I placed 3 skill lists today, and they were all.
So
pretty-
what were so you played 3 skillless? What were the rest of your matches? I know you played Carlos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
game 3 though.
Body,
Game
was
3. It
yeah.
was tight. It was
Yeah,
tight.
that was probably besides the other match we'll talk about later, the closest match I played today. So I'm happy it was so close. So we did. I'm gonna just go in order. So skillless, Green Broly, Shenron, Mill, and then I did another skillless. I did Yellow Broly, and then I did Frieza, Golden Frieza, skillless Goku. That's like
That's 8.
That's 8. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
8, yeah.
awesome. Yeah, hey, I did it. Yay. Yeah, it was definitely me playing, not a stand-in who looks like me. But yeah, that's how I did. No Super Shenron, which is surprising. I appreciate it. I think my deck has options for it though. So and it was definitely a deck I had to think about when building the deck.
There was a good amount of Super Shenrons, but it felt like a lot of them got
They fell off.
weeded
Yeah,
out.
Yeah.
They either fell off or they drew, which made them
Yeah.
fall off.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Because us 3 were all playing Shenron Boo today, and
R.I.P.
every Super Shenron, and
R.I.P.,
every Super
bro.
Shenron I played, just like the matchup's so good.
Except for me, who lost to 2 Super Shenrons because I'm weak.
Yeah, I beat the one Super Shenron that I played against.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing Chain Attack Super Shenron.
it's just
That was
nice
spicy.
because
That
it's like
That was
Spicy.
kind of a cool deck.
Yeah. It was
cool. It was
actually.
really cool.
I played the same guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
you talking about
He
the
was-
hand destruction?
No, he was playing.
Dude,
he
he
was
was-
playing mono red.
He was
Mono
chain
red.
attacking
Yeah.
out Bulmas.
Yeah, he was chain attack Bulma, chain attack Preface Goku's.
He played.
I
as
played
amazing.
against hand destruction.
Oh, I
Super
see.
Shenron.
Yeah.
That was actually, that one was a lot scarier than just like the Height of Master, the blue Super
Yeah.
Shenron. That one was actually pretty scary.
Yeah, I feel like it has such a bad rap because it has that storm potential, but it definitely was a deck I was interested in for a really long time. So
anything that you can like take an extra turn, it's enticing to.
Oh,
a
yeah.
whole
Yeah,
lot
you
of
wanna
people.
make it
Get
work.
12 drop Whis effect on turn 3.
Yeah, essentially, it's
Yeah.
Come
Busted.
yeah.
But yeah, it should be fun to win there. What there 3 or so in Top Cut, or did you find any more?
There's at
after?
least
I-
2.
No, there's at
3?
least 3.
There's 3.
Because
My-
he's
my
playing
opponent
Super Shenron.
is- yeah.
And then
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
there's
at least 3.
Daehan
Daehan and
Hernandez.
Anthony. Yeah.
Yeah, so I should be. I just have to get my mind into it. You got it's a lot of specific plays in order.
It really is like it's really calculated on both ends, but especially as like the slower deck.
Yeah.
You need to be a lot more calculated, even with comboing. Like,
Yeah.
especially because you don't have Bean. Like every card's gonna count.
Yeah, exactly. And so, it'll be fun. It'll be fun tomorrow. So
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Will they let us go in there and watch? I don't know if I want to wake up that early, but
I don't.
Well, if he gets top 4, then we get buys. So.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Yeah,
we're rooting for you.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
I don't know.
They always do for Top Cut is they'll put the tables as barriers.
Yeah, that's right.
So you can like stand on the outside of them, but you're not allowed to like go in.
Oh, just like how Nats
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
And as a player
In
in
the
Top
dark,
Cut, you
just
like
like
don't.
Nats.
They like you're not allowed to leave. You need to go to the bathroom. They escort you to the bathroom.
So weird.
Yeah.
If you're thirsty, they'll get you water. They like the.
That's the nice thing though.
Yeah.
You're like, can you grab me some water?
yeah.
I saw you. I remember. Yeah, I remember you running
feeling
down.
a bit parched
You
today.
realize you're like,
I'm gonna need
Judge-
them chicken strips, dude.
Yeah. It's
Where them chicken
$4 over
strips
there.
at?
Nah, the Top Cut privilege.
They're
right?
like,
Strips.
I want it free.
Yeah.
Give me them tendies,
Did we
dude.
just give you water? No, another guy. So, but
So you
yeah,
guys want to talk about our deck?
yeah.
Yeah.
Our spice deck, dude.
The,
So close.
Yeah, dude.
So close.
it's good, but like
It's good. Yeah.
The
like,
streak, dude.
it's problematic,
yeah.
dude. I know.
Talk about your streak, Russ.
I was one game away from 10 tops in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I lost.
Dude, I haven't even been to 10 tournaments. But yeah, that's really impressive.
But the dude that beat me again, Daylon Mack, super cool dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played against him also.
I told him to get drafted by the Seahawks. So that he
Get
can
drafted
come
by
to
the
the
Seahawks,
Come to our
bro.
locals.
Come
Hell
to the
yeah.
locals.
Hell yeah. We
Let
need
me
players.
get that run back.
We need players. We got the jersey.
Right.
Get him a jersey.
Yeah.
Sign him to a contract.
Yeah.
We can't
Wait,
afford
I
it.
owe
We
you
can't
no
afford
He'll
it.
be in the NFL,
We
so
can't
he'll
afford it.
be,
We can't afford it. We can't
he'll be
afford it.
sponsoring us by that time.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, did you want to own our team?
Yeah, you remember how you got here?
But yeah, Shenron Boo. I suck. I went like 2-4 drop, just garbage town. 4 Dragon Balls in life, like 4 games.
Yeah.
Complete Rick.
I feel like for me, like my bad luck comes when I need it most. When I need good luck the most. You know what I'm saying? Like that last round, me and Russ both bubbled out. We lost the last round, but like my game 2, like I literally had 6 cards left in my deck and 3 life. 2 of the 3 drop were in my life. And I didn't see a 3 drop till 8 energy.
Yeah.
So
That's
and I
crazy.
didn't see the 5 drop at all. So I couldn't even hard cast that to go into the Boo chain. And I literally had everything except for this God Absorber Majin Buu.
Because no one sells it apparently.
Because nobody sells it. They didn't even sell singles at
Yeah,
So
at
what
the
card did you
event.
play in your deck?
I played I played a quick shift Majin Buu. You know, the theory is, throw the 5 drops back in the deck. But, I got to
It's
get
a
the
Boo, right? It should go in the Boo
it's
deck.
a Boo. But, you would kind of have to read the card,
Yeah.
Because your leader has to be blue in order to play that Majin Buu.
Yeah, so me and John were both playing the God Absorber as the 5th 5 drop. But we didn't have an extra one.
Well, you played Carlos's
Yeah,
copy.
you
of it.
literally had mine.
I
Like,
did.
you
I
had
played
mine.
Carlos's.
Yeah.
So Carlos didn't have one.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Stole his-
I've definitely lost games because I didn't have a 5th
Yeah.
in the deck.
He'd be undefeated if it wasn't
My
for
bad,
you.
Carlos.
No, it's to be honest, we
Granted-
all expected PPG to have a copy or at least sell packs. It gets a common. Like I can go ahead and buy.
Yeah,
I was
I
willing
was-
to buy a box. Like literally,
Yeah.
If I was literally willing to buy a box to get this one common, just so that my deck functions like
Watch you just not
like
pull it.
30%
No.
better.
Yeah,
And
I was surprised with how much product they had because I was hoping to get, and I was able to find it thanks to shoutouts to Ryan, but I needed I want a foil Chile and the stamped Kind Wish as well. Like those, I was willing to pay those, but they didn't have a whole lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
had
they
a lot of
really
older-
didn't this time.
They had a lot of older stuff that was
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
don't really want those.
Sure.
But,
Yeah.
hey, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, my last round match. So game 1, it was a great match. It was like pretty crazy close, but game 1, I had 4 Dragon Balls in life. So I got dunked on by turn 2.
Dunked on by the NFL player.
Yeah, dunked on. And he just ran me
You
over.
got sacked.
He just ran me over, dude. Game 2, I almost just scooped. I went, used leader ability, look at my life. The 4 of the 5 drops are in my life. I'm just like, you have to be kidding me. And then the 7th Dragon Ball that I use, I draw the 5th one.
Oh,
And I'm just like, I lose. I can't
It's
win.
rough.
There's no way. and somehow I'm like able to stall out. I hard cast the 5-drop, free wish out Obama to untap 2, and then end up being able to go into 2 7-drops off of that and like win that one. Like I won that, and I was just like, oh, how did this happen?
Yeah.
And then game 3, I ended up having 3 Dragon Balls in life, and it was not as quick as game 1, but I got down pretty quick. And then I had to just go for a game, and he had all the negates in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like my last round, I know I won game 1, you know, because I won the die roll, got to kill him on turn 3, and I was like, dang, all I gotta do is win one more, just like literally not have bad luck right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then game 2 happened, and then game 3, I'm like, okay, I'm on the play. Like this is my dream. This is what I'm supposed to be doing.
No, when you're on a play, you feel
Yeah,
so
I
good.
feel
about
so
that.
good.
You feel so good.
That's even more towards my bad luck. I literally won 2 dice rolls out of 8 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
That's all, like we wanted to be on the play with this deck is like so huge.
Yeah.
And I literally I beat Caleb from Shenron's Lair because I won the die roll. You know what I'm saying? That's like the only reason I beat him. And like
Shout out to Shenron's Lair.
Yeah, Shenron's there hanging out.
And I
getting
would
some
contribute a lot
BBQ.
to my wins of the same thing, just being able to get to turn 4 first. Right?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
Like, it's a big
yeah,
thing.
It is. Yeah, like my third game, I looked in my life. There's 3 Dragon Balls and 2 of the 5-drops in there, and I'm like, come
Yeah.
on, man. And then I played a 1-star ball, drew another 5-drop, and I'm like, this cannot happen right now. And it did, and I lost because of it. But you know, it happens. But
It is what it is.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
you know, you're playing a wish leader.
Yeah.
It's kind of the thing.
Against your rules.
Yeah, it is. It is against my rules. 100%.
When I needed my deck to perform the most last 2 events.
Yeah. Brick.
Yeah,
Hard brick.
I definitely got probably above average luck, which is rare for me. I'd say in a lot of ways.
You didn't
but
get your deck stolen this time?
I didn't get my deck stolen.
Or lost?
Yeah, this
Lost.
is like the same
Oh, yeah.
the same thing. Like the last, you know, when my decks got stolen, it had a secret rare that I was borrowing from somewhere else, which is the same situation as this one. But I don't know if I could ever own a victory strike because every like 10 minutes, like it's still in my backpack, right? Like
Yeah.
it's
yeah.
super crazy. But victory strike was really good today. He was in my life once the entire day.
That's like really good.
Yeah,
Like,
I can't imagine. Like, I can't believe it. One or two times, he was pretty deep. But when I go off, Chile can go down to 1 card in deck really easily.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Especially-
I mean, you're a green cold bloodlust leader. You're a Frieza's Army leader.
Yeah.
I can play cold bloodlust, Shocking Death Ball, Nimbus, literally all the good
and
cards.
the Paragus super combo that digs
Yeah,
for 2.
Paragus super combo.
Yeah,
You can literally
the
get like
best super combo in
like
the game.
probably the best super combo in the game.
Yeah, and you can get it off the 3rd wish from Chile as well.
Yeah, that's
Two
what
of
you
them.
did to me. That's
Yeah,
what you did to
yeah,
me.
that's
yeah.
what I did. And then
It's disgusting.
You can get
It's
down
insane.
to
Yeah.
you can
From the
consistently
deck.
get down to 1 card in life and in deck, and so unless
Yeah.
that's your victory strike, you pretty much win.
Yeah,
so.
like as soon as U got spoiled, that deck literally like rounded itself out and became a top
Yeah,
contender.
yeah,
People just need to
exactly.
figure out ratios. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Well, all the power boosters gave the other color leaders a boost. I mean, if we actually got like a good red leader,
Yeah. You're talking about shit
or
about
like
Oolong,
a second one.
but Oolong's
Talk mess
trash.
about Oolong.
Yeah,
Trash.
Tom loves Oolong.
Put it in the trash.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you played Oolong, huh? Penny dropper.
Yeah, I like the
Trash.
Sandman. I put him in the agent instructions.
Oh yeah, that's right. You are right.
Yeah, because that's what I do. I think he can be good at making sure that stuff gets in the drop area because he drops
Yeah.
one. So,
Yeah.
but I like him.
We saw no Dende AOD in Top Cut.
I saw 1 or 2 running around.
There was
in my end of the
there's like
tables.
2 guys. There's a guy
You know
2
what?
tables down.
It's crazy because at San Diego, the entire field was nothing but skillless.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like it was like 99%
Which I would have
skillless.
loved. I would
and it was just that's why
swept it up.
it performed so well. All of my matchups were pretty much skillless, and it's just like you just run over it. And going into this event, it was still a heavy field of skillless because people are just addicted to that deck for some
It's
reason.
great. It's just it's
It's
safe.
so
It's
safe.
good, but it's just not
easy,
a
it's
good meta
fun.
call right now.
Yeah.
It's
It's
cheap.
not a good time for skillless.
No.
If you're going to a big event, don't play skillless.
But I'm playing Skillless tomorrow.
it's
You're
fine
fine.
in
The
teams,
teams, yeah,
but
teams
for
is
like
way
singles.
different. Yeah.
But Dende
when you got
AOD
2 cute people carrying you, it's fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, dude.
But Dende's just not.
Dang.
Dende doesn't fit into the meta right now.
Yeah.
It's you need every
He's
deck
not playing
needs to have
yellow.
specific stuff.
He's
If
not
you don't
playing
have
yellow.
stuff like Bloodlust, you need stuff like Nimbus,
Bad Ring.
Bad Ring, and you need to be able to crack back. Like
Yeah.
a lot of decks, one of the biggest reasons why I played Shenron Boo is because it's the deck that most efficiently plays Nimbus and Battering, and then just
And
kills Super Shenron on the crackback.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just one
They just
battering
have no way
laser
to
and they're
defend
dead.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clapback. Dude, I was saying that all day today. I literally said clapback like 30 times today.
He swings with the boo, he just clap back.
The night's
Clap
young.
that back right quick.
The night's still young.
And I am not happier. You know, I can't be more happy about not being here. If Clapback's going to be the night of the song of the night. So
He does want to go to the karaoke bar.
I do want to
geez.
hit up
He
the
does.
karaoke bar, bro.
I told Carlos, if we go karaoke bar, we're singing Wrecking Ball.
Yup, duet style.
That is the karaoke song.
do that one
I
without
agree.
audio. We'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
Without audio. Acapella, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Just put me on the mic.
Do it right now.
No.
Where's that door?
Not on the podcast.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else interesting happened today? I don't know. I mean, the event was run really well. It was super well.
I've got a complaining topic if you guys want.
Oh,
to.
okay. Oh, yeah.
okay.
The controversy.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Got to get to the controversy here.
All right. I made top 16, so I'm not salty anymore. But
I know where this is going.
Yeah.
It's just a little salty. It
Yeah.
should be a little
Ooh, I
salty
know what it
because
is.
you
I
would
know
be
what it is, yeah.
undefeated.
yeah.
Before he says anything, Eggman was 8-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eggman
100%.
was
8-0.
8-0.
They're
Yeah.
calling it. They're calling it on stream already, saying that he's going to take the event.
7-1 asterisk.
Yeah, asterisk, dude.
You
Check the
guys-
footnotes, bro. Check the footnotes, man.
You guys don't know how a flitter my little Kansas heart is beating with all you guys saying.
Should have
at
had
the
two undefeateds.
Yeah.
Eggman and Daehan.
Yeah. But I don't know how I want to approach it, but essentially what happened was I swung with Victory Strike on a Janimba player, got up to 145k, and whenever someone says that, like it sounds like they just got like Shugesh, right? Whenever someone starts with that, but he comboed with God Strike Beerus and declared that he took Victory Strike off, which isn't the way it works at all in any capacity.
Not even close.
The ruling is
Not even
literally on.
It's on the
Victory
card.
It's on
Strike.
Victory Strike. Just read the freaking
Yeah.
card,
It
And
man.
says
so
negate a skill, and it says its skills can't be negated.
We called a judge over, and we said, I asked her if it got negated, and she's like, "Oh, is it a keyword skill?" Like, yes. And she's like, "Okay, I'm going to get another judge over here." Where I appealed it, and I wanted another opinion on it, and he said, yes, it's a keyword skill, and so it gets Beerus affects it. I'm like, that's not I swear that's not the case. And he's like, that's how I'm rolling it. And so I had 2 cards left in deck against this Janimba player, and there's no way he had 8 life, and so there's no way I was going to win. So I was like, okay, are you sure that's how it's ruling? And so I scooped up everything, and me and the player were just talking about it afterwards, and we were filling out the form and unsiding and stuff. And then during that, the judge came back like 5 minutes later. And he's like, "Oh, actually, you're right. It's it can't be negated." I'm like, "Oh, really? That's some good
That's
information."
convenient.
Yeah. and so but it was too late for that. So I just we turned the slip in actually already. So I just took the loss for it, and what felt the worst was that I was a bounty too, and so I had to get this guy his prizes for beating me.
Had to walk the dude
I had to
over.
walk him all the way. Yeah. It's like, here you go, but I don't. It's a hard situation. I don't think he did it maliciously in any regard. It's just a sucky situation, and I'm happy it all worked out in the end. It couldn't have in a lot of ways, but. The biggest thing when that kind of stuff happens is that you're on tilt, right? And you kind of get in your own head about like, oh man, you could have done well if you didn't make that mistake or something. And I'm really happy I didn't.
You didn't flip the table.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Or
Yeah, that could have been really
make
bad.
a scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was close to making a scene, but I was the second
But
most.
even
yeah.
if you did, it's like it would have been okay. Like everybody that understood the situation, would have
Literally
been like,
every player
I
in the
get
room
it.
would have been like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
And if he was playing and he had like 4 cards in hand and something, I would have appealed like there's no way he's getting to 140. But
You just stonewall and sit there and say.
but he
"No,
was
it's
playing
not how it works."
Janimba, and he had beans and super combos and pseudo combos and that kind of stuff. So it was not out of the realm of possibility, and I didn't want to. He came all the way out here for this event too. He deserves the same kind of ruling, and I
But I also want to. I think this brings up an important point. one, kudos to you because you see it so many times in big events where, I mean, what round was that?
That was round 4.
Yeah. So round 4, that's halfway through the tournament. You still got 4 more rounds to go.
Undefeated and feeling good.
You see a lot of times where a player, because of like maybe a bad ruling or just a bad misplay or just just something just out of the ordinary, they lose.
Super Shenron takes 20 minutes on their 2 turns.
All right. But they lose. They should have been 4-0, and now all of a sudden they're sitting at 3-1.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's a lot of times the average player will they'll crumble. They'll tilt. And
that's happened to me several times.
But to be able to go and just win the next 4, that's not the easiest thing to do after especially something like that where it's like, you won. Like there's no question. Like you won.
I would have to say, shout out to the Stage 0 squad. They really had my back, and they really just apparently flooded the stream like get Egman on stream like kind of thing. And so I did, and yeah, exactly. And
Egg Avengers,
and it was against a skillless Goku, and I'm like, oh, this is mine. So, but shout outs to Claudio for playing with me. Like I felt so bad because like game 2, he's like, "There's nothing I can do." He's just like,
You don't
like
feel
the judge,
bad.
the head judge left. Like I've got some other stuff. Like yeah, we're fine. But it was that really helped me.
That's
and
good. Was that your first time playing on stream?
first time winning on stream? Yes. I lost the first time, tied the second time, so I was due for that full 3 points.
It was a good redemption
Yes.
for what happened.
Yes.
Good morale booster for sure.
Yeah. So, and also Eric winning the his game on stream right before that too. He's the Mass Saiyan player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He. If you guys go see it, it's really impressive.
It looked like it was like yellow.
Yeah,
I
figured it
saw
had to be
Bardock
yellow.
and Krillin in there.
but also red
Like
for
two
the
drop Krillin?
Well, yeah, obviously play the
Yeah.
double strikes. No, the one drop Krillin. The
Fearless assault.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Pretty
yeah,
cool.
He was playing against a Hercule. He had 10, so he
Wait,
couldn't.
he beat the Hercule?
He beat the Hercule. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
That's impressive.
It was super funny because he's down like to 2 life. The Hercule player had like 10 cards in hand. He plays Fu, gets him up to like 30k, and the guy drops his hand of like 10 cards, all like 10k combos. He had a Zeno button he couldn't use because Tien was still in effect and that kind
Tien
of stuff.
is
Oh,
way
dang.
too good.
Yeah, it is really good. I was hoping it would stop all the mill players, and it kind of has, but it is a force to be reckoned with.
Shout out to Dahan and Butters. I play tested with them pretty much all day yesterday. And I think most of our conversations were just like, man, Tien's busted.
Yeah,
It's too good.
definitely.
It's my favorite card in Pan.
Yes,
crazy.
I was going to say it's so
Super
good. in
Super
Pan.
Shenron, it's like you're on turn 3,
Right.
you play Tien, you take your extra turn, and if your opponent lists you out on their turn, that's 3 turns in a row that your opponent can't untap.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
In a
crazy.
deck that like everything untaps.
Yep.
That's insane.
Exactly. So that's just don't play any cards. That's how you win, right? You
Yeah.
just have all your energy right
Lock
there.
them out.
Yeah. I had
best way.
I had a frustrating time today playing against like TN type cards. You know?
Oh, dude, Veku.
Oh
can
yeah,
go die in a
Veku
fire,
just,
dude.
Yeah, literally just
Oh my
crumbled.
God.
Luckily, I never got it played on me.
I went to turn 8.
Yeah. I play against you just pause,
Probably missed a
you
minute.
just sit on it, and
Yeah, I've definitely
you
gotten.
would dwindle them down.
Yeah, and
Goes
that's
fast,
what I
dude.
did. I definitely
Goes
like
fast.
went.
Yeah, I'm tired.
I went to take like turn 5 and 6 a lot. Focusing on popping things like, and especially too because you play Bean, so like Whis doesn't hurt you when you start getting more up in the energy and stuff.
Yeah.
So like I stopped focusing on Whis after after turn 3 on
Yeah.
and like Mass Saiyan was like just the worst. Like I had a guy, he played Mass Saiyan. I played Crisis Crusher and popped it. His next turn he played 2 Mass Saiyan. I'm like, well, you know.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Okay, you know the meta, fine.
Yeah. I'm like,
The
okay.
thing is, though,
I'm like, here we go.
a couple games, the Max Saiyan actually helped me.
Yeah, Mass
Because
Saiyan doesn't hurt
sometimes
that
it's
bad.
It's
really
never
hard.
helped me,
It's
no.
really hard to get your cards into the drop sometimes with
Yeah, without
Shenron
battle
Boo.
cards.
And
Yeah.
so I'd just be like, Bulma, yes, please. Oh, there's the cards I need right in the drop.
There's a lot of
without
times
paying
where you just
anything.
can win through it anyways.
Yeah,
like
I've
you have enough
definitely
cards
won
in
through
hand
it.
where you're just like, okay, I pitch this.
Yeah,
I can
I
still
don't
pitch this
care.
for battering. I can still pitch this for 7 drop.
Yeah. Or, oh, look at this sweet
They're
Super
dead.
Dragon Ball I don't want to play 2 for. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I've definitely not. I've won through one today That was literally it. Every other time, like
Car's good.
yeah, like everyone's just like, yeah, Black Mass Saiyan. That's all. That's every time.
Yeah, and the fact that the negative part is putting stuff in the drop area is what I put it in the side deck, and it worked out for me, and I'm happy I did. But I almost didn't because it felt like it just got so much advantage for those kind of plays.
Yeah, it's almost like a time walk against us.
Yeah.
Like it forces us to play differently, and it forces us to focus on making sure that guy's off the board. We don't care about the Luis and Borgos like entirely too much, but that Mass Saiyan is dirty because it's not once per turn.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah,
And like there's multiple turns with multiple games today where I child wished 3 times in a row. And like this, if they have a Mass Saiyan, you just can't do that.
yeah.
Ban that card.
That's
bro,
the
get
problem.
out of here.
Yeah, that's the
I
problem.
don't know.
Right?
If that's
Which
the right-
card?
Black
Child's
Mass Saiyan.
Wish.
Oh, okay. I thought
Child's Wish. It's
Wish.
Black
I was
Mass
like,
Saiyan.
no, you're not
No,
talking
Black
about
Mass
Dark
Saiyan is fine.
Mass Saiyan.
That's like the one defense against Charles Wish at this point.
Yeah, it's like the best one.
Here's
too.
how anybody can chime in
Hot
on this
take.
too. Here's how I feel about
Rough
it.
Russell.
Oh boy.
Here we
Hot
go.
take.
So we've seen polls on all the different possibilities, right? People have said you can ban Dragon's Radar, ban Child's Wish, have only one desire per turn, ban some leaders. But you look at the 3 big Child's Wish decks, you have Super Shenron, Dende AOD, and Shenron Boo.
And,
The only consistency between those 3
and that
decks...
boy Ginyu Strike Force, dude.
That's true.
that's true.
You have that.
Yeah.
You have that too. The only
Because this falls in your argument.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
It
true.
does, yeah.
I was super
Four.
afraid of that deck. By
Yeah.
the way, I don't know if you guys.
I think
were.
that's like
I want to build that deck.
I
so
think that's
bad.
the
round
least.
one.
I think that's
I
the
beat it round
least.
one.
I think that's the
That's
least
tight.
effective though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But
Of
it's,
like
all of them.
Nimbus?
It's still good, but it's the least effective.
but
I'll
it
put
feels
it.
the worst to lose against, right?
It's
If you
like
get
the best
styled on,
local deck
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
It's just Super Shenron, Dende, and Shenron Boo are just like on
They're
another
competitive.
level, and then it's like right below. It's still really good.
They don't get hurt by Nimbus as much.
but
And you don't lose your entire
the only
hand.
consistency between those decks is Child's Wish. If you ban Dragon's Radar, that doesn't hurt Dende. That doesn't hurt Shenron Boo.
Nope.
If
Doesn't
you
hurt.
Doesn't hurt
it
Ginyu
just
either.
hurts Super Shenron. If you say
And
only one
me.
desire per turn, that
It's
doesn't
the same
hurt
exact
Dende.
thing.
That
The
doesn't
same exact
hurt
thing, yeah.
Shenron Boo. You can't just ban a leader because they all use different leaders. So if you were to do an option, the only thing you can do is like ban Child's Wish, or you could try. One thing I suggest is like put it to 2. Some people say 1, but like 1-0s are just like they're too sacky. 2, at least like you're gonna see it, but the consistency isn't gonna be the same. And it's not like you can't just change it, right? Test it out. Let's have a big event. People play the same decks, and it's like in Shenron Boo, if you see the Child's Wish, you still do your thing, right?
They could easily do an SS3 temporary ban. Like that's what they did.
Yeah,
they put it on
just
the.
try
They
it
put,
out.
yeah. They was like,
But yeah,
we can
just
see
put
what
it
the
on
meta's
trial.
like without
See
this
what
guy.
it does that too, because it's like, but then you still run the risk of like, hey, if I play this deck now, I don't have that same consistency. I still have the rounds where I
Like
can
you
just
can't
break
even
on
play.
it.
Like
you
there's
know?
the, yeah, like
Yeah, but then you actually
doesn't make
use
it as
Dragon Radar
polarizing
to
as
search
it is
top
right
7
now.
and stuff. Like it becomes.
yeah.
it becomes more of a.
Yeah.
I have to spend energy to do stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
I think Bandai. I don't know if you guys think Bandai listens to the community well.
Oh, they absolutely
yeah,
do.
Okay,
I
okay,
think,
yeah.
I think
100%,
that's
yeah.
the best thing about Bandai.
Yeah,
the
okay,
fact that
I'm
they
good.
listen.
All right, I'm happy we all have the same opinion. And right now I feel like I've been really in sync of what they've been doing, and I think they're waiting for this event, see how everything shook out.
Yeah.
We don't have any big events for the next month or so. We don't even
Yeah.
have cards out for over a month. May 18th, right, for the expansion.
Except for the
set.
expansion.
Yeah, expansion set May
Game's
18th.
dead.
Yeah. But
dead.
yeah, game's dead. Thanks, guys. We almost got to real season. We're stuck in preseason too. But I think especially with how it did today, and depending on how it finishes, I can see Bandai saying, "Okay, that's enough. I mean, we've got enough evidence." Because at the same time, like, of course, it's bad that these decks exist, but people are planning and testing these decks,
Yeah.
and to be
we
told,
saw like so much hate
Yeah.
today for that deck.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone was just mainboarding
Everybody
all the
has hate. Everybody has hate.
Yeah.
yeah,
Literally every single opponent I played today had hate.
There is a rumor running around that Bandai kind of leaked that they might be releasing a battle card that hinders desires.
Well, did you see that? I don't know if it's the same one, but in the ruling section, they added 2 promo cards that haven't been announced yet. Like one's a Goku Black and one's like
Oh yeah.
yeah. I don't.
Those were in that video though. You can see
They
them.
were in the video.
Yeah,
In the-
they showed it at San Diego.
Okay, I didn't see
Yeah.
that then.
Yeah, but
That scares me though.
Yeah, but it's not like in the database yet.
Yeah, it's not in the database.
It's
yeah.
in the Q&A. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you have to be really careful to keep going down this route of just saying we're just going to keep printing battle cards that just
lockout
stop strategies.
mechanics.
It may not. I don't think it's going to be silver bullet. There's no way they come out with a card that says you just can't activate desires for the rest of the game, right?
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way they come out with something.
Yeah,
like
like
that.
gets rid of wish leaders.
The card just says victory strike. One cost. Draw
I'm just
one.
hoping if it is something, if it is something that hinders desires, it needs to be effect that only happens when it's on board. Something like like Tau, only affected when it's on board, but don't give it barrier like Tau.
Tau's
Because then
shit,
you
dude.
limit. We don't know if it's gonna be like
answers.
a 4 or 5 drop that reduces depending on if it's a Shenron leader, or if it's gonna be like a 2 or 1 drop.
Yeah, it's really weird because like the cheaper it is, like the easier it's to handle, but it's also like a less of an inconvenience for them to play it too.
But there's not many options to like barrier stuff to stop barrier in Shenron decks. Like if you're yellow, you have the Frieza, but your leader typically can't attack if you're running a Shenron. So it's like you don't really have much. You can't really attack over it that way.
And if it is turn 1 and they're on the play, like Crusher Ball is technically an answer.
But then again, like
you
you don't
can't.
really have
Yeah.
if they have a negate, you're just negate.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
yeah.
And then
Just wasted a Crusher Ball.
green has Krillin.
Yeah.
But like blue doesn't really have anything.
Blue has nothing.
Yeah.
I don't think. Right.
Red doesn't really
Yeah,
have
you
anything.
take
It's got Dragon Fist.
Red has attack active cards.
Just 6
And
drop
then,
Dragon Fist.
Late game,
the
Vegeta.
Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Yeah.
And the
Zeno.
red. If that card is a 5K,
Yes.
the 2-drop preemptive strike Vegeta KOs or something with barrier.
Red has
5K.
harmonic, but that's assuming that
Yeah.
it's going to be like a 10K or less.
Yeah.
And you would have to wait to turn 3 and tap out just to
You
play
can Child's Wish
you
it out.
can't Child's Wish it out.
You can.
Yeah.
The Vegeta, you can.
No, but if the card hinders you from playing a desired
Oh,
card,
you're right.
you
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
you'd have to hard cast.
You
it.
have to hard.
That's how ingrained it is. Like, oh, just play Child's Wish. It's fine.
Right?
Counter
Yeah,
Child's Wish. Just play
exactly.
Child's Wish.
But can you just imagine the mirror match where you're both just sitting on it and
Yeah,
you're just
just
like,
like-
okay, who's going to out it 1st?
Yeah. Who's gonna get to 8 energy and hardcast victory strike?
I
Oh
know,
boy.
right?
Yeah.
You're there and you're just like, okay, finally got my out. Here you go. World's peace. Gogeta.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be like turn 7 by the time.
Yeah. But
Super easy.
real quick, what are you guys' thoughts about the Shenron leaders? Because they've been pretty consistent. Like in the beginning, it was just
Outside of us in our bubble match.
Yeah.
It was just like the OG Shenron, but like all these variants of the other ones. Because when Shenron first was announced as an archetype, I thought it was kind of on the weaker side of leaders.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
It's really kind of shown up in the last couple of weeks, I feel.
Yeah. It was a big turnout in San Diego. Like a lot of Super Shenron. The top 3 decks had Child's Wish in them.
Yeah, that's
You know,
fair. That's
so-
fair.
I think that this format it could definitely be better. There's always room for
Yeah.
improvement. We're definitely in a format that's kind of like, you need to be able to defend a turn 3 and then kill on your next turn, or you're just in trouble.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure won't stay like that forever. We had formats like that with Mecha, with OG Storm.
Yeah,
And
SS3 Storm.
the good thing about Banda is they've always fixed stuff. They've always given us good formats. They may give us like some bad ones, but they always get followed up with something good.
Yeah.
They said get good once, right, with Mecha, and they're like, oh, that was a bad thing to do.
But even at
it's not
that,
that
I
bad.
still don't think this format is. There's still a lot we can discover. We still do see diversity. There's quite a bit of different decks in Top
Look at
Cut.
Chile.
I
No?
maybe I don't know.
I think, but I mean, you look at that. You had Chile that basically went undefeated today.
Yeah,
Basically.
That's kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. I don't know.
it's been on people's radar
Yeah.
a little bit, but like no one was predicting that.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
maybe
like
you,
just
but, like-
plugging all those decks in the Excel files. I'm just like honed into the matrix, kind of like. But it took a lot of time to figure out what the meta would be and that kind of stuff. So, but I think there's definitely room for that. And I'm really excited for the multicolor cards. Those
Me
are
too.
gonna
Yeah,
be,
those will be
Those
cool.
are gonna spice
They're
things up
gonna
a
be
little
all
bit.
over
Yeah.
we
Bojack,
don't
all
know
over
what
the
that's going
Bojack.
to do. And a lot of people, obviously, the big bad wolf right now is Super Shenron. But then we came in with an old deck in Shenron Boo, and it was like this deck just bodies
Yes.
Super Shenron.
Yeah,
There's still there's options out there.
yeah.
Yeah, it is funny. Like no one's been playing the Shenron Boo.
Nobody.
Still,
It's
really
still
good.
really
It's
good,
still
yeah.
super top
Yeah.
The
tier.
3 of us. And then
Yeah.
I played an opponent who played Buhan, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
I
it's-
think the biggest thing about Super Shenron is you can definitely beat it, and it's better than other decks in the past because that can happen. But it sometimes is so polarizing that it makes all the other matchups hard.
Yeah, well, it's also at like these big tournaments, Super Shenron not so bad because people that are coming there know how to counter it and make like play against it. But at locals, it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's bad.
When
like,
you got
people
little Timmy
quit.
trying to play his first game,
and he hasn't taken a turn for 20 minutes, and he's still at 8 life, and
he taps
lost.
out on turn 2 because he doesn't know any better.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And he loses his whole hand to the defending, and then he's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm never coming back.
Yeah, exactly. But
then we also have the power boosters for the World Martial Arts
I'm
coming
excited
out.
for that.
I'm very excited for that.
Pick up your cards.
Yes.
I went through the SPRs and was like 50 cents, $1.50, $1.50.
yeah,
Let me
Kansas
get
can
those.
support like
Herky has,
2
like, a
or
little
3
place
more
in my
people
heart.
if you want the good
Little
stuff.
place.
Hercule could be
Fly
really
in just
good.
to-
I mean, we never know. Maybe Oob becomes top tier.
Announcer's right
Announcer.
there.
Yeah,
Announcer is
Announcer
literally
just
right
needs
there,
something.
yeah.
Announcer's filthy.
Yeah, it's true.
Wholeheartedly
Apparently,
agree.
someone topped with announcer at that Top Deck event today. There's only 60 players, but like,
Announcer needs.
but still, like someone,
Announcer
it's
needs
someone
like
a
top
better
8 or something. With
finisher.
it.
That's what they need from the power
Yeah,
boosters.
it's
They
not
need,
dependent on your opponent's state of play.
They
yeah.
need a more reliable. Like waiting to turn 5 to try and kill somebody is just not a thing right now.
I mean,
It only attacks.
if they got like a victory strike for World Martial Arts, maybe
We can play
but-
Killy Zone.
But they wouldn't put that in a power booster. All the power booster stuffs are
Yeah.
mid-range kind of support.
You also
None
play
of them are
Objection,
really-
Bad Ring. You get to play all the good stuff in Announcer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
You
do.
know, the battle cards just need an upgrade. That's all it is. You need to be doing something that's better than what we have now.
Yeah.
I think it's also tough for something like Announcer because
Give us some clap back.
Announcer wants to just keep playing its 1-drops and build a big board, and that's just how they gain the advantage off of their big hands, but also their massive 5Ks they have on board, and it's tough to do that now when we have Kami, we have Crisis Crusher,
You got that
you have
Vegeta
the
card.
Vegeta just comes and blows them all up.
Yeah.
Playing M2 when it can be run, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so it's
Parunga, yeah.
a kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
skill.
Parunga.
Parunga.
Skills Parunga.
you just shuffle them all,
Do you
put them
do
all
you guys
back.
want to
in
talk
the bottom.
about him or
No.
no? Okay, yeah, okay,
no.
we're good. Okay,
What,
I think-
Parunga?
No, well the guy who
Oh,
ran it.
yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Okay,
we're-
okay,
let's not
okay,
go
good. All right.
No.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, don't give him the benefit. All right.
So the topic of Super Shenron again, or I guess Child's Wish in general. If they do ban Child's Wish or limit it to where, because like if they limit it to 2, our deck's unplayable. Like we don't dig that much to like I at 4
I don't think
I
it's,
still
it's
didn't see
definitely
it.
not unplayable. I think it's one of the more, if not one of maybe the most playable Child Switch decks because you literally only need one.
Yeah, you only need
You
one.
only need one.
But
You'd
I've
have
definitely
to
not
change
seen
some.
it
You'd have to
before.
change some decks up, but it hurts the consistency. But Shenron Boo would probably be the best Child's Wish deck if you put it down to 2.
Yeah, I could see that. I think Agent of Destruction Dende won't be able to exist without Child's Wish, but you can the
It
amount
would-
of mills you can kind of find.
It would
easy.
still be good, but
Yeah, you will
with
it. Yeah.
Dende, you would have to play like Dragon's Raider on the deck now because the thing with Dende AOD is like you put on so much pressure when you play it, but you don't need to kill your opponent. You know, you're
you have a
critting-
huge hand.
you just have so many crit attacks and you take them down so low, like they lose their entire hand trying to defend.
Yeah.
And then the next turn you do the 2
Yeah,
energy.
you can just
android.
combo. You can just combo it off.
Yeah, the 2
and
energy,
then
the 2 energy
do
combo.
the whole thing
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, do it
but
all
you
over again.
you need the challenge.
Like that's what when we played, you didn't kill me with the big shot, but then the next turn you're like, oh, I got 4 energy. Here, discard all your
Oh, yeah.
cards. I win.
People don't realize that Android 13 is not once per
Yeah,
turn.
that blew my mind.
Yeah.
And it was literally like so many times they just have energy up and it'd be like tap 2,
Yeah.
crit.
Yeah, it's painful.
Yeah.
Super painful.
I just feel like Super Shenron probably doesn't exist, but like it makes the slow decks like skillless and stuff like that.
I think Super Shenron exists, but not in the capacity that it is. Right?
Oh yeah.
You
And,
won't- you have
it
to
would
actually
make
get to
people
turn 5 or
scared.
6.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would make
it'd be-
people scared to want to play
Yeah,
a wish leader in general.
fair deck. That,
I think that almost does
Yeah.
make it unplayable, and the fact that having to wait that long just gives your opponent too much time to like.
Sure.
build
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
Shenron
And
Boo.
that's why I kind of felt that's why I kind of felt the way about Shenron also, or like you're giving them too much time. And in our deck we don't have a lot of combo power. I mean, 26 extra cards compared to 24 battle cards. what I'm saying? So like,
I have the same ratio. It's scary.
yeah, it's like we don't have a lot of combo power.
And that's why
Carlos
Paragus is so good. Just get rid of all those extra cards when you go in for game. You're fine.
Yeah, Carlos saw me with my terrifying hand, round 2.
Oh yeah, that was gross, dude.
It
was like what, 2 super combos
like,
and like 8 or 9
literally
extra cards.
3 flying Nimbus, 3 battering laser, 4 Child's Wish, and like
2 sensu bean,
and
something like that.
Yeah, a couple sensu beans and a couple of personal ambition, and he had Veku on board, and I had no battle cards in the drop besides like a 5-drop.
Yeah,
It's like I literally can't do anything.
Yeah.
This is the weakest, and then I won.
Okay. Cool play. How about this? You put the energy, like you put your battle cards in your energy. Play personal ambition. He pops your energy.
Except for he gets to choose.
He gets
Yeah,
to
but
choose.
just be like, oh, it'd be a shame if you got that one, and then there we go. You gotta
actually tried to do that
play the
today.
man, not
I'm
the
not gonna
game.
lie.
Next
Yeah.
level mind games, dude.
I
Just
tried to
charge
do that
3
today.
brew.
So what do you think? Any other problem cards? Like, what do you think about TN? Do you
Big
think
problem
TN,
card.
You think TN gets banned eventually?
No, not eventually. I don't think so.
You
It's,
look
it's
like
an important piece, but it's too strong
It is.
for how important it is.
Yeah.
So ban. A lot of people complain for the longest time about Haru Haru. Haru Haru was like the bane of like green and yellow, and it's still very good against them, but like not as good as it used to be. Like Haru Haru is just like you're not really scared of Haru Haru anymore if you're playing green.
now
and
that
yellow.
a
really
lot of the
not.
green leaders are Frieza's army, they play Bloodlust, and they're like, we don't care.
And you just don't really care about like you. I don't know. You just do so much more that
Yeah.
Haru Haru just doesn't feel that effective. And even playing against them, I sided Haru Haru's. I forgot what event it was, but I like never sided them in because I was just like, I feel like they're just not as effective as they used to be. And then, but people complained about it, and then Bandai gives us TN for blue and red decks, and now it's like Harudagarn,
It's
which
too
has
good.
been a top 2 or the best leader
Harudagarn's just
ever
gone.
since it came out
Yeah.
for the
Gone.
longest time, and now it's not even relevant.
I
Right
don't
now.
think I saw a single Harudagarn
No.
today. Did any of you
No.
guys see anyone play?
No.
Yeah.
I was
Nobody
actually really
they-
surprised.
I was gonna play
it's
it.
not
I was gonna
saying
play the AOD version, but like it relies on it has 2 weak origin in the main, 4 being 4 dimension magic. Like you have to get to turn 6 so
Like
you can
when
play
we
the
were-
AOD.
When we were playtesting,
You gotta play defense to do that.
When I was playtesting with Daehan and Devin was playing Janemba and Daehan was playing Super Shenron, and it was the games where Daehan would go Hide and Mastery TN. It was just disgusting. Like there was no way out of it.
Yeah.
But even if he did Hide and Mastery, if he didn't have TN, Devin could get out of it and he could win. And it's just like it just
Yeah.
makes matchups just like unbearable for blue leaders.
Yeah,
Yeah.
blue leaders in general are defensive leaders.
Yeah.
They have their cards are defensive package.
I get that like blue leaders were just dominant from the very beginning
Yeah.
and probably and needed to check, but like not.
This was way
Yeah,
more.
they needed their security blanket
The game
taken
definitely
away,
goes
but-
in waves, though. Like blue is the best set 1 and 2. Green was really good round set 2, 3.
But blue is
And then
always
yellow was like
even in that blue is always
Mecha.
relevant. Blue
Yeah.
is
Yeah, it was always
been
relevant, but like they definitely like plugged the different colors.
Yeah.
Red,
I feel like
red's
after
never
they-
been super amazing, but now
Yeah.
black is insane.
Yeah, black's insane.
Probably
I
Well,
because
black's
it
insane
doesn't have a
because
counter.
it doesn't have a Haru, it doesn't have a
It
TN.
doesn't have a hard counter.
So it's like decks like Skillus. If Skillus wasn't a black leader,
Oh yeah, I feel that.
it'd be rough.
Yeah,
it'd be
exactly.
very rough.
Yeah. All right, we're getting close to the end here.
Yeah,
yeah.
I love you guys. but-
Eggman's gonna fall asleep.
I got.
He's got to get up.
40
You got to get up
Gotta
early.
wake up
Oh,
early.
you got to 40 minutes.
Yeah, I'm all the way in Dallas. We're in Fort Worth
Oh
right now.
Jesus!
Yeah, I got to
okay.
drive back.
Okay.
so-
All right. So
Yes.
yeah,
No
that's
sleep
the end
for
of the
you.
video. Anything? I mean, you got your YouTube channel.
Yes.
We'll link it in the
Yes, thank you.
description
Yeah, it
below
looks like this
for sure.
1G because I'm bad at marketing.
But definitely check out his channel. He does a lot more kind of meta-analysis stuff,
Yeah.
deck docker things. That
If you ever want to know, if you ever just want to see like the deck list at top events, like
Yeah.
physical deck lists, see them up on the screen and laid out.
Yeah.
Eggman's definitely the dude to go to because
Yeah,
he's
if
always
you
he's
ever-
always on top of it.
Yeah, thank you. And if you ever want just weird decks, I mean, just keep throwing them at the wall and see what sticks, and that's what happened with me.
Dude,
but-
I think Deck Doctor because you're like I think
Yeah.
because
It's something
DBS
I've
does
kind
it.
of wanted to do.
Yeah, like Deck Doctor is a really good thing for the game.
Yeah,
you know, it's so good for the game.
and the biggest thing is like anyone can make an okay deck into good, but I think the biggest thing is trying to teach people how to make decks.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. Like they're like, oh, I didn't see that card. You know, like I need to consider that when I make my deck now.
Yeah, that's a really
You
big
know?
thing. So.
Yeah, and like new players are like, wow, that was really cool. I want to check out more of his videos. You know?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
now you
and
get
I'm
more
happy
views
how well
Yeah,
it's
and
been.
you've had an explosion on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like I remember back when you were like 500,
Yeah,
600,
yeah, around-
and
at
then like
Nationals,
shot
I
up
was
to
at 500,
1,000,
yeah.
and then been slowly climbing from there, like pretty quickly.
Yeah, after Nationals, I was a little depressed because I lost my deck.
Yeah.
But like January 1st, I'm like, I'm getting to $1,000 or no, $1,000
$1,000.
subscribers. Yeah, $1,000.
What kind of money you making? I make that.
See in
Nothing.
a couple years. Yeah,
Make no money.
No money. But
Wait, so like an hour on this podcast.
yeah,
dang it.
exactly. Yeah. Wait, I thought that was the no.
Yeah, you can
But
have, you can have
yeah,
this
feathers. Yeah, thank
feathers.
you. I'll keep it forever. But yeah, it's been a really big milestone for me, and I'm at 1,500 now.
Yeah,
2
you're
months
getting up
later,
there.
so it's been really big. So thank you all for
Yeah,
your
well,
support.
thank
and
you for
everything.
joining us and making the trek out to our humble Airbnb.
Yeah, it's
It's
awesome.
blazing
And
hot.
it is hot as hell in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, turn the heat off, dude.
You're wearing
And we're playing teams tomorrow.
Yeah.
the three of us.
Yes, the three
Russell's
of us.
out
Yo,
here.
clap back.
Yeah, we're gonna clap back
clap
tomorrow.
back, yeah.
But all right. Bye bye.
Yeah, thanks
Bye
everyone.
bye.
Yeah.
Take it easy.